friends, and welcome to my channel, new and returning subscribers. It's Margie from the Budget Evolution, where we have fun saving our money, and today is Big Savings Day. And Big Savings Day is basically just challenges and different things that we are saving for that's just a little bit more extra. Okay, so we have our 3 months binder today, low priority binder, our 3,000 savings book, and our Save 12 by 12 box kind of challenge, sort of. Anyway, let's count the money, see how much money we have to save today. So let's get our tray out, and we will rearrange, because I rearranged just so we could have that nice little pretty picture in the front. I'm definitely going to bring this out. So we have 50, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40. So 140, and 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. So it's 30. So that's $400 we have to stuff today. All right, so give me a second. Let me set up the money for the different binders, and we will get started. All right, starting off with a low priority, not low priority. Starting off with our 3 months ahead binder. So we've been working for a while now to get 6 months ahead. And right now we're working on 3 months. So we already have one month, which is already in the checking account. And that just makes sure that we always have a float. So when we go to pay the bills, the money is technically already in the bank. Even though when you're seeing it being stuffed, it necessarily looks like, oh, well, we don't really have it, but we just don't have it for the next month. The money is already sitting in the bank for the current month. And then the rest of it is in a high yield savings account. I think there's over $4,000 now in the high yield savings account, which is awesome. We are getting there slowly. We have 20 envelopes in our month ahead binders. We are down to our last 3 for 3 months ahead, and we just have property tax, groceries, and car insurance. And guess what? Those happen to be the most expensive. So how much do we have to stuff today? We have $100. So we have 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. So each of these envelopes right now is getting $10. And currently it's 150, 70, 80, 95. So $195, almost $200. Groceries is going to have the same amount. And that is going to be 150, 70, 80, 95. And then our last one, I don't know if we moved any ahead, but it would have gotten any remainder that was over the last fully funded, which was the extra loan payment. So we're going to do our 10, and let's see where we're at. So we need 440, and we have 150, 200, 20, 30, 40, 55. And then if we do 55, 200, all right, let's add all of this, because I don't think we're going to make it anyway. So now we've got 100, and what that is, the extra money you saw in the tray was the $10 from every other envelope, or 5. Maybe we were doing $5, and I just kind of grouped these ones together to make it go a little faster. So we have 150, 200, 50, 70, 90, 90, 300, 10, 25. $325. All right, so we're getting pretty close. We're just a little over $100, and this one will be fully funded. Awesome. So that takes care of that one. Then next on the list is our low. You know what? Let's do 3K. So 3K binder. We are doing. So we're gonna have to unstuff this. I know. Because we used the money in our overflow binder to pay for the tractor. When the tractor had to get fixed, that was $600, $650. I have it written here somewhere, $650. So I borrowed the money from our overflow binder, and I have to pay it back. And since this is our renovations binder, or appliance binder. This was supposed to help us start paying, you know, getting the money set aside for a refrigerator, you know, washer, dryer, dishwasher, oven, whatever, right? Well, even though technically I didn't think that the tractor or lawnmower was part of that, but it is a home appliance, if you would say. It's a very expensive home appliance. So we're going to stuff this, but at the end of this month, we will have to put this money, take it out of the binder again, because we already took money out of this binder once to pay for the gazebo cover, and now we're going to have to do it again. That was very unexpected. We were not expecting anything to go wrong with the tractor, but it did. So we have $50 to go in here, and I think, let's see, what's in here? That does have the full 15. I got to keep checking because we were like short on some. All right, so we didn't put any in these. Okay, so we're working on this one, and we have $50. So we're going to just put, oh, why didn't we just do a whole $50 bill? Okay, so I exchanged it for a $50 bill, so we didn't put all those in that one little tiny space. Didn't want least amount of bills, right? And then we'll start working on that 75. Well, we'll be unstuffing it, but we'll do that at the end of the month. We're not quite there yet. Okay, so next up should be our low priority binder. And that is going to get $50. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. So this one, I don't know, should we randomize it? Or should we just go through it and just like maybe roll the dice? What do you think? What do you think? I know, like, you guys can answer me at this point. We've always been randomizing, but I think I want to go through. Right, let's see where it goes. We might end up moving the money around. Okay, so why don't we do that? We'll start with the ones, and each one will get $2. So that's 9. That's self-care. That could always use money. And that is 8. That's retail therapy. Yes, always can use a little bit of money. Now, party fund, you know what? We're going to skip because I know party fund doesn't really need anything. We probably could use to get some. We got like $76 in there. So 12 is my choice. And I'm actually going to go to gifts here because I think we definitely did gifts. Let me put it in the front. And I'm going to give it a 5 because I think we're short $5 for what I bought. Garden has nothing in it. So we'll give it $2. Who knows? Who knows? We might need it. 10 is YouTube, always putting money away for our next giveaway. I'm actually going to need some of that money for, I'm going to mail some stuff out, and to some subscribers, I want to send a little bit of happy mail. Garden, we'll skip garden. All right, we already did that one. So we are going to go to 1. We definitely have been spending in the Etsy shop, and that is 9. So we go back to self-care, and that is 6. What's 6? Hello? Is date night. You know, there's plenty of money in date night too. We'll skip that one too. So 7 is outdoor. Outdoor can always use money. And I'm wondering if I should be funding outdoor to help pay for the tractor or any of our like outdoor equipment. I'm thinking we might need to, you know how like we do retail therapy and we do self-care, we make sure we put like an extra $20 or $30 in there every month. We might need to do that to outdoor. So that's something that we might start thinking about doing. All right. And what do we got? We got 7, and that is outdoor. And that is 12. We don't have a 12, so that's my choice. So I think I'm going to put it to budget supplies because I think I spent a little bit of money and we might be a little short. So put more in the budget supplies. And 3 is electronics, which is office supplies. I do need 32-pound paper. I did a lot of printing. 11 is party funds. We're not gonna do that one. And then 2 is, I think, crafts. I don't think we need anything in crafts. No, we don't need anything in crafts. 6 was, I think, date night. Yep. Yeah, we don't need that either. 10 is YouTube. So YouTube will get 2 more. And 9 is self-care. We'll put that there. All right, now our 5's 9, self-care, definitely. And then 1, budget supplies, always. gotta give money to our spending habit. And then back to 9. Oh, self-care got a lot of love today, and I'm glad because I bought a lot of stuff. All right, so let me put this down, go through and just so I can write it down for our tracker. Yeah, to write all the things on the tracker, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's start here at the beginning. Budget supplies got $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11. And now budget supplies. Oops. Has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $25 in budget supplies. Crafts, we didn't put anything in there. We got $2 going into electronics and office supplies. So it's 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $48 in there. That should be plenty of money to get the paper. $2 going into garden, and that's all it has right now. We're really not doing anything in the garden because we really didn't do anything in the garden this year. Gifts, we did an extra 5, and that should be, I think, enough to cover what I bought. So 55, 6, 7, and 8. Date night got nothing. Outdoor got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Outdoor now has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There's $12 going in there. We got $2 going into retail therapy. Retail therapy now has 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, $18 going into self-care. And I think we spent like over $100. So, yeah. Yeah, we're going to need Save to Sync to help some of these. So we have 20, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. So $49 in self-care. We've got $4 going into YouTube, and now YouTube has 120, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is it with the 9s? 49. So it's $149 in there, and then nothing in party fund, and this is hubby's envelope. All right, so that took care of low priority binder. Now we're going to come to the fun one, and the fun one is our save 12 by 12. This is help paying for our Hawaii cruise. Yeah, all going to Hawaii. All right. And we need a 20, no, we do need 12-sided dice. Why did I think I needed a 20-sided dice? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. So we have $200 all together in here, and we only have 5s, 10s, and 20s, which is awesome. Okay, so here we go. We're going to box. This box challenge is by Saving with Alicia. A for Alicia is her Etsy shop, and it's her 12 boxes savings challenge. It saves $2,000. All right, so we're going to box 7, which is the purple one. So we need purple. Is this purple enough? Maybe this one. Okay, purple, and oh, we got to roll. So we used a 12-sided dice to find the box, and then 12 for the 12 boxes within inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is already taken. 6, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 is already taken. 9, 8, 9. We might just have to pick one. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 15. Oh, that's not dark enough. Why is that purple so light? Maybe it's this one. This one. I think it's this one. There we go. There we go. And that's $15 going in there. Next up, we're going to box 2. Box 2 is the green leaves. So, or vines, green vines. So let's pull out this one. Oh, we got to roll. And we got 6. So 4, 5, 6 is $5. Putting $5 in there. Next up is 11. 11, we're using a black one, and we only have 2, and they're both 25. So I'm just going to pick the first one, and that's going to be $25. 25, and this is almost done. Look at that, almost one more, and that one will be fully funded. And then we're going to go to box 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, is the yellow one. Pretty, pretty. I have no idea which one it is. And let's use this one. Okay, I pulled it out. All right, let's roll. We got 7. So 4, that's 8. 7 would be $5. And this one we're coloring in because you can't really see it. So that's $5 going in there. And then 12 is the last one. Here we go. And this one, we're using a brown one. So let's roll. And we got 1. 1's already taken. It's already taken. It's 3 times, really? 3. 1, 2, 3 is $15. So that's 10 and 5. Okay, next up is 9. 9 is the blue one here, the little seaside and lighthouse. That's what it's called. All right, what did we get? We got 7. That's already taken. 4. 4 isn't, and that's a 20. So we need a blue one. Keep all of our markers right there. All right, and 20. Did I put the 20? Yes, I did. Okay. Next up is box 3. 1, 2, and 3. And that's that pretty blue. That's this one right here. And let's roll. And we got 12, and that's box is $15. 10 and 5. Rolling again. We got box 10. I don't think we've had a duplicate yet. Okay, we got this one. You know, and I feel like this marker is missing. Isn't that weird? I don't know where it went. So let's just use this green one and see what happens. So let's roll. We got 1's already taken, or we already did. 6 is already done. 2, and that's $10. Oh, that's, you can't even see that. Why do I keep losing markers? Like, I don't have little kids. Who knows? So that's $10 going in there. And we're going to go to box 3. I think that's our first double. So here's 3. Roll. And we got 1, and that's $20. So 10 and 20. And we'll cross that off. Next up, I love this game. It is, I don't know, it's just fun to cross out the boxes. I don't know why, it just is. All right, we'll roll, see what we've got. And we got 3, that's taken. 4 is taken. 4 is taken. 2, come on. 9, 8, 9 is 15. I don't know where that marker went. I'm like kind of looking over here. Maybe I like threw it in somewhere. I don't know. That's weird. All right. Right, we did 25, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, just checking. Oh, we're staying on box 10. And we're going to do 12 is already done. 7. So 7 is $20. So $20 more going in. Makes me sad because that's like one of my favorite colors too. That teal kind of color. We're going to box 2. I almost forgot what we were doing here. And we're going to do 2, and that's $15. That's the green one. I hope you guys are all doing well. I have a little story to tell you that cost us a lot of money. All right, box 4 is our yellow one, so let's roll. And it's box 4, and that's 25. Ooh, we only have 20, so we can't do that one. So if we have 20, we're going to cross out this one and do box 20, because this game has no IOUs. No IOUs in this game. So let's pop all those in there. And this goes in there. And let's talk about what happened. So I'll just put this off to the side. I got a message today. Today for you would be Wednesday. This is coming out on Friday. I got a text message that said, oh, time to check in for your flight. And I'm going, what? What flight? I was like, oh no, don't tell me. Yup, my flight to Tahiti, no less. And I was like, what the, And I immediately began to cry because I knew exactly what happened. We booked the flight for the wrong day. Now, I don't know if you guys, when you go do your airline tickets, you go in to do it yourself. You go in, you Google it, well, every time you have to click out of something, it reverts back to whatever date it starts with. So even though you put in September 16th, if you back out or you change something that it has to repopulate, you have to make sure to put the date back in again. I can't tell you how many times we went in, went out, checked this, checked that. Oh, should we do 2 different flights? Should we do 1 flight? Oh, is it better to fly on it was like Tuesday the 16th or Wednesday the 17th? And it was just like, I spent the entire afternoon talking with my neighbor, same thing, and I was on the phone with Norwegian, I was doing all this stuff. And when it printed out, I printed it out. The confirmation. Well, let me tell you something. This printout, that number was so tiny for the date that it wouldn't have, if I looked at it, I just saw the 16th. And I was like, oh, okay, we got the 16th. I'm happy. Great. In little teeny letters, it says July. I should have double checked myself. But anyway, so I immediately called United. And since we were in that 24-hour, because you're checking in 24 hours before your flight, and I told her what happened, she felt so bad for me. So what they ended up doing was I had to pay the transfer fee, which was $600. This trip has just been a thorn in my side. I can't tell you. It gets me right now because, we already took a hit because we had to change the Celebrity Cruise. That cost us $200. And now it's going to cost us $600 to change 2 tickets within the 24-hour period. We did get our $2,600 back, but we got it back in United credit. Yeah. That we can only use within the next 12 months. So we tried to see if we could book another flight with United, and it was $4,000. I'm sorry. That was just too much money. Even though let's just say if we have to pay it, we would pay it because we would lose money if we had to cancel the cruise again. Because now we're within 75 days of traveling. So anyway, she said, listen, you got the credit back. You got the full amount for the flight, which was $2,600 for 2. And even though it cost us $600, we have $2,600 in flight credit. So she says, take tonight off, she says, and check tomorrow. And if we can help you, we will be happy to help you. So during lunch today, I went on my other computer, which is with my company, because what happens is that when you use one computer and you use it multiple times asking for the same thing, the price will go up. And if you use a different computer with a different IP address, you'll get a different price for the same flight. So if you're ever coming across and it's like, gee whiz, why is this so expensive? Try your phone, try your husband's phone, try a different computer, go over to your parents' house, go over to your kid's house, change where your location is, because they're going, oh, this flight must be in demand, so we're going to charge more for it. So we were coming up with flights that were over $2,000 per person, and that was only the first leg of the flight. Yeah. because the whole flight was like $3,000. Because you're flying from Philly to San Francisco, LAX, wherever, somewhere on the West Coast, and then you're flying from there to Papeete, Tahiti. So anyway, long story short, we got the flight. We got a United flight. It ended up costing us $1,400 or $1,500. $1,500, and that was for 2 people, and that was because I changed computers. 2 people, United. So it was $1,000. That's right. That flight was $1,000. It was $500 for him, $500 for me. So that was $1,000. We got our seats upgraded. We got an exit row, but we fly in at the butt crack of dawn out of Philly on the 16th to San Francisco. So we're just going to stay an entire day and a half in San Francisco. So we figured, you know what? We'll rent a car. We'll go do a little sightseeing. Never been to San Francisco. And then our flight, we managed to get a flight from, San Francisco to Tahiti. And that flight ended up being like $1,400 for two. So it was $2,000 $2,400 for 2 people. So we actually got it $200 less than the original flight. We have $1,600 left on our United credit to use on another vacation somewhere. And we leave at 11 p.m. the next day, and we get into Papeete at 5 a.m. in the morning on the day that we would be leaving, not until 10 p.m. at night. So there. We have plenty of time to get on the ship. It's fine. We do have an excursion planned at 12:45, so we figured we'd get on the ship, go straight to bed, and just sleep like 3 or 4 hours, and then get up and get something to eat at lunch, and then go on our excursion, and then just drop dead when we get back. It's going to be yeah. I know. It's just, this whole trip has been a nightmare. I'm beside myself, but there's not much we can do because we would have lost more money in the end. So we just bit the bullet and did what we needed to do. We've got $20 going into box 2. Yeah. Tell you, it does pay to get yourself a travel agent. I think at this point, with the types of trips that my husband and I are planning, these huge trips with, international flying, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it because if they make a mistake, they're responsible, not me. So, but my neighbor was saying, he goes, but you still got to check them. You still have to check them as well. So we have 50, 60, 75, 85, $85 going into box 2. If I can get it open. Here we go. And then box 3 has, $35 going in there. And now box 3 has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 100. Box 4 got 5, 10, 15, 25. 25 and 30. So we have 30 altogether in box 4. And box 5 didn't get anything. Box 6 didn't get anything. Box 7 got $15. That one's almost done too. And we now have 120 in box 7. Box 8 didn't get any love. Box 9 did. Box 9 had got $20. This is also getting pretty close to being done. And we've got 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 20, 35, 40. So 140 out of 170 in box 9. So we now have in box 10, we got 10, 20, 30, $45 this time. And all together, we have 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 5, and 30. So $130. Ooh, this one's almost done too. in box 10. They're getting close. And then box 11, we got $25. Oops. And now we have 125, 35, 45. So 145. That has one spot left. And this one will be finished. One box left. And then box 12 got $15. I like this. And box 12 now has 50, 70, 80, 90, $110. Awesome. $110. Nice. That is awesome. There we go. Getting nice and fat. We're going to have to do a cash condensing. Whew. Okay, I think that's it. Guys, thank you for listening to my crazy story and this crazy trip. Even the woman from United was like, she goes, oh, I am so sorry. I said, listen, honey, I said, this is a vacation. I said, and yes, it's costing a lot of money. I said, but the fact that we get to go on this vacation, we're still blessed. So no matter what happens, I said, we're still blessed to go on this trip. So there's no, because she said, you got such a great attitude. And I said, what am I going to do? I'm not going to complain. I'm going to probably one of the most beautiful places on earth. And, you know, and I get to share it with my husband, and I just, you can't complain. Just smile and move on. So that's what I'm doing. I'm smiling. I cried. I was ready to pull my hair out. I should have had a drink last night, but it all got fixed and I feel much better today, and we're still going. Just cost us an extra $600. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone.